Hey everybody. In this video I will show you how to use monday.com for project management. So I will show you some of the things that you will be doing to set up your project, and this is going to help you start your project management area, and this is going to be very helpful when it comes to you and your teammates who are, or colleagues that are working on the same project, and exactly how to set it up. So let's actually just get started on how to do it, and I will just show you my personal setup for project management within Monday, and I will show you exactly how to do it. So to start off, you will need a workspace for the project. Now you can use a previous workspace or a new one. If you want to create a completely new workspace for it, you can just simply click on the three dots next to your workspace, and you can just find add new workspace. But we don't really need that. We can just use our main workspace. Usually you will need a new workspace if it's a completely different project. Then maybe you will need a different workspace. But what you really need is a new board. And there are going to be two different ways of creating a new board. Now there's uh actually let me just show you. So one of the ways that you can just create a board for project management is you click on the plus sign over here, and you click on see all templates. And that's one method, is actually finding a template for project management. Now you can see right away from the top, we can see basic project management, and we can just click on that and browse it a little bit. And if you like it, you can use it. Now, personally, I'm not going to be using it. There's no problem of using it, but I just personally like to create my own board from scratch. But again, you can just search for a proper template for project management, and there's going to be a filter for it over here. And there's a lot of templates to choose from. But I will personally not do that. I will go ahead and create a new board and show you some of the things to add to your board. So to do so, or start from scratch, you simply just click on the plus icon here again and create new board. From here, we've got our first the name of the board is going to be the name of the project. So we just name it video project. Let's just say, for example, we want to do a video project, okay? So we name it the name of the project. Second thing is going to be the privacy. Is it main, is it private, or is it shareable? Main is going to be visible to pretty much everyone that you have invited to work with you within monday.com. It's going to be visible to everybody, and everyone can just hop in and work with you in it. Private is going to be for if you want to work alone, solo, or if you want specific team members to work with you without anybody else seeing it. And then there's the shareable option, which is going to help you work with guests outside the people that you have just invited to work with you from your account. Okay, so let's just keep it at main. And obviously this is going to be up to you and what you want to do with it. And then here, what are we going to be managing within this board? It's a project management thing, so let's just do projects. Okay, and then we just create board. Now let's just give it a minute, and I will real quickly let you know what we are seeing right in front of us here. We've got a few groups, which is going to group the projects into different sections. Now, what you can use this for is, for example, the first stage of the project usually is going to be the planning stage. And let's just name the group planning. And then we've got our projects here, which you can assign to people and have a due date to, status, and more things to it. I will show you in a sec. But for the project, you can just go ahead and name the projects one by one, and I will do so in a sec. So the first one is going to be the planning stage, and then the second one is going to be the video processing stage. Okay, so now we have two groups. If you want to add another, you can simply just scroll down and you can find add new group, and we can just work with this if you want. But we don't want that, so just delete it. Okay, for the group, let's just minimize this. So for the planning group, let's just give a few projects, okay? So let's just do script writing. Here we go. So what you will do is script writing is going to be assigned to the person. You just click on the person icon here and assign it to a specific person. Now, if you didn't add anybody yet, you can just go ahead on the top right where you can just invite members and enter their email addresses here. After they join, you will be able to assign it to them. Okay, great. So now we've got a project assigned to a person, and then we've got the status date. Okay, let's add more elements to it to make it even more like better. Okay, so let's just add priority to stress how important or non-important a project is, unless we can just we can also move it around if you want by just drag and dropping. Okay, we've got the date, priority, and status. Let's add sometimes you can also add numbers if you want to calculate a few things like expenses and stuff, and we can add more things like files maybe. So after all, we want to add the script in here. Okay, great. So the status, we can just go ahead and click on it, and we can edit the labels, and we can add more statuses if we want. So here we've got done, stuck, and working on it. I feel like it's good enough, so I'll just keep it at that. And let's just say working on it. And now the priority, we've got critical, high, medium, low, and we can also again add more. Now every element in here, we can click on it and go to settings, and there's going to be a bunch of things for it, okay? Most notably is going to be the date one here. So for the date, if you didn't know, this is going to be the due date. So we want the script to be done by 28th of this month. So now we have a due date of 28th, okay? Now we got a few things that we can also work with is if we click on the three dots within the date, go settings, we can add a few things here like set as a deadline, and we can set the deadline to the person column or just add a new column if you want, and we can just make it for status or priority, but let's just keep it as status and just connect columns. And yet now we can see we've got 3 days left, done on time. We can obviously change that to be there, and now it's going to be different if we restart. Okay, so again, let me add this to here, and it should be working on it. Okay, great. Now let's see. We've got numbers, files, date. Again, there are more settings if you want. So you can also add reminders if that's your thing. Okay, let's move on from here. Numbers and stuff is going to be self-explanatory. For numbers, you can just add the numbers here if it's expenses, and it's going to calculate or give you the sum at the end. And files, you just simply click on here, and you can just add files from computer and stuff like that. Now, let's say script writing, we want to add sub items to it, okay? So we just click on the down arrow over here, where we can just simply add paragraph 1, and then we click shift enter to add another one, paragraph 2, again shift enter, paragraph 3, and then we are done. And same goes here, status, date, and we can add more. But what I want to show you, let me just do let me do done, and then stuck. Okay, I just want to show you something. What you can do here is if you want it to show without having to go ahead and for each one click on the down arrow and then see these, you can just click on here on the statuses underneath the sub item and do show summary on parent item. And it's going to show you a battery sort of view on the parent item, so we can see 2/3 are done, and then the last one is we are stuck on it. It's just going to make things easier for you. So now we have learned that we can create groups, we can create projects, and we can obviously add projects here if you want to add more. We can add, if you have a conversation, you can do it over here as well as like comments. And we've got assigning to a person. We've got on the top here, we've got filters, and what else? If you want to connect your calendars from Google Calendar or Outlook Calendar, you can do it from here. If we click on integrate, and you have, for example, a lot of projects within your Google Calendar already, and you want to import it to Monday, you can simply go ahead and connect it from here. Same goes for Outlook Calendar. And if you also have projects on platforms like Trello, you can also do it from here. And you can just keep adding more and more stuff to it. It's going to be very simple. You just click add column and you just add whatever you want to add. We've got even more columns here. You've got plenty of things to add. Links, item ID, location, files, tags, rating also works. We've got a lot. Okay, so now you get the idea of how to add items. And again, for columns, you can just simply click on the three dots and see settings for specific columns. So again, date has specific settings for it, numbers has specific settings for it, and so on. And the last thing I will talk about is going to be the automation part of Monday.com, which is going to help you a lot with your project management. It's going to be down here, or up here, I should say. If you click on automate, it will give you plenty of options for automations. Like, for example, for basic, you will find all of those things to automate, future notifications if you want notifications to be automated. Status change is a big one. So once a status changes, by status I mean the done, working on it, that kind of stuff. If one of them changes and you wanted to do something else, we can also do that within the automations, and you've got plenty to work with. But this is simply what you can do for project management within Monday. It's very simple and straightforward and easy. You don't really need to be a tech nerd to get started on it. It's very simple and very powerful too. So I hope you liked this video, and thanks for watching.